It's fine.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. This is Kelleigh.
Hey.
This is Dan. Welcome back to another installment of our How to Use Tools series. And we have been filming, and I'm going to try and post these once a week. Take you on this journey as I learn and grow in my knowledge base, and hopefully you guys are learning too.
Yep. So,
again, my brother's here with me because he's an expert. And it's true.
Expert.
Well, since I had never held a power tool before about 3 months ago, and he's been doing it in secret apparently since he was a kid. Yeah, he certainly knows what he's doing.
Yep.
And I'll turn it over to you.
Okay, today we are going to go over an oscillating multifunction power tool. Yay! This one is a variable speed, and what it does is the head here will rock back and forth, and it just oscillates back and forth. That's the oscillating part. Now this one will go, some are single speed, you just turn it on or off. This one, actually, you can turn it on and then you have a dial speed on the back. Personally, I like keeping them on low speed, just because there's more control, I think. Because if you're on high speed, this thing can get away from you a little bit sometimes, especially when you're trying to do some fine detail work. So,
2 questions. You said that this is
oscillates back and forth like this.
So I have a random orbital sander.
Right.
And this is different from that
This one just goes this way. A random orbital sander does little circles, and then the little circles goes around in a big circle.
Okay, and this one just goes like this?
And this one just goes side to side like that.
So you have to be careful with going with the grain?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the other question is, why would you
keep it on low speed?
Or why would you use it on high speed, or why would you...
Well, high speed is good for cutting and things like that, where you need to be able to have a fast action to get through something. Like on this one, I mean, the different types of bits, this one's a cutter,
right,
and this one's a scraper. So depending on what you want to do, depends on the different speed you want to use. So, because some of the ones for cutting grout and tile is a diamond-edged bit, or a diamond edge, where instead of having teeth, it's like industrial diamonds are across there.
Really?
Yes, and what it does is that's for cutting tile and grout out and things like that.
Is that the one that's rounded?
Yeah, like a 3/4 moon type of a deal. Yes. Yep.
This one I picked up at Harbor Freight, which I love Harbor Freight and Home Depot and Lowe's and you know all of the places.
Yep.
So if one of those, okay, these are additional accessories, right?
Yep.
And so I could.
We'll show you how to change these in just a second.
Okay, but could I cut tile myself?
Yeah, but basically it's if you want to cut tile out, because it's not going to be like a scribe cut.
I don't know what that is.
That means a nice clean edge.
It's not going to be with this?
No.
Is that because it goes like that?
Yes. Yeah. So basically, if you got a busted tile you need to get out, that's what you would use to help get it out. You'd cut the grout out and things like that. And to cut the tile into smaller pieces. Yes.
Oh, so if you break a tile on your countertop or your floor or whatever, you would use this
something like that to clean all that out, so you can put the new tile in.
The diamond shaped one, not
this
one.
Yeah, the circle one with the diamond edge. Yes.
Okay. One more question.
Yep.
Sorry. This one, you told me before.
It's a scraper.
This is a scraper. Now, can it scrape things other than paint?
Yeah, I mean, you can scrape tape off, adhesives, things like that. Anything you want to use a scraper on, you can use that on.
Except for your windows.
Yeah, you don't want to use it on your windows.
I was thinking wintertime.
Yeah.
Desert is strange.
Yeah.
So if I use this, because I tried to use this before.
Right. But you gotta be careful.
To strip paint, and it was not good.
Yeah. You gotta be careful because with this thing oscillating, if you're not very careful, it can gouge whatever you're working on. So you gotta be careful with it.
But if I use this, because I have to strip paint off of my kitchen boxes. What is that the right name? The
cabinets.
No, I mean like what the cabinets sit in. What's that called?
That's the cabinet, not the doors. The cabinet.
The actual cabinet. It's
Yes.
not a cabinet box.
No, just a cabinet.
See, I'm learning too all the time. So if I use this on a higher speed to strip paint off of the actual cabinet part, would that make it more efficient, or would that just like gouge the wood like deep? With me.
It depends. It depends on how hard it is for the paint to come off. If it's ready to come off. And I'm thinking that because you're not going to be using paint stripper in the house and things like that, probably I wouldn't want to use. I would personally wouldn't use it.
Okay. We don't want to use too much wood filler.
No.
I just learned how to use wood filler.
Yep.
I will show you that in another video.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry.
So now we're going to show you how to change these out. Like this is the sanding triangle. It's a little foam pad so that it takes up some cushion, things like that.
Wait, is this a similar one to my
Yes.
orbital sander?
Yeah, probably the same type of material.
Really?
Yes. And to change the sandpaper out, it's Velcro, just like the other one. So, and like on this one, you'll see it says P120. That means it's 120 grit sandpaper.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and you can get various grits for this, all the way down to I think 40 or 60, which is really rough, and then go all the way up to 400, 600, whatever, which is really fine. So
that would be like really, the higher it is, the finer it is.
Yes.
Right, sandpaper.
Yep. Exactly. Okay. So now use the supplied Allen key. You come in here, and then you loosen it up, the bolt in the center, and that comes right off. Then you can do things like change over here, and you want to make sure that it goes this way when you're putting it on. Because if it goes this way, you're going to start hitting the nut and things like that are going to hit first. So you want to have it this way so that the shank or this part of the tool is the first thing. I'm guessing.
Oh, and you push that against the top to line the...
Yeah, because there's little pegs in here that you can't see on the camera, but there's little pegs in there. You bring it in, and you line them up with the notches on there. Bring them in, press them down to make sure that you're lined up and in there. And then you see, like this one, you can see that I'm not in there correctly because it didn't seat all the way. So now.
What do you mean seat all the way?
Because see,
can you show in the camera?
Because see, it's not seated all the way.
Seating mean like tight?
Yes, it's not flush. It's not setting on there smooth. It's at an angle. So that means I did not get this on there correctly. And that means if we will try to use it, it'll come loose.
That's not good.
No. So now, it's all tight against there, we're good to go. So, and this is a cutter one. So now, I'll show you, because this can cut wood, can cut drywall. There's some of these that are have a different type of teeth on there that can cut metal, like if copper piping, things like that. Say you got to repair some plumbing in your wall, you don't want to cut a big wall, well, you can get in there, cut it with this. So,
that's so cool.
Drywall will be easy. Here, I'll just show you a quick example. Where this...
Do we need goggles? Oh,
no.
The safety thing is like when you're using this, just like when you're using other power tools, you want to have a mask, you want to have goggles, and you know, just be safe.
Be safe.
Always be safe.
Because this is a cutter part, and it's a cutter. So,
but you have it on one.
I have it on one. Actually, I've got that on 6. Let's go ahead and cut this on high speed, and I'll show you what they call a plunge cut, which is just...
Oh my God!
And that just right on through. So say you're drywalling and want to add an electrical box or something.
Right.
You just line up, you draw it where you want it, and this thing you can just cut it out with this. Just
wow!
right through there. right through there.
I did not even know this.
So that's one of the neat things about this. So you don't have to like drill a pilot hole or use like a jigsaw to try to cut that. You can just use this and you're done.
Okay. Pilot thing and a jigsaw. Well, that's another video.
Yeah, a jigsaw is a different saw, and a pilot hole, basically that is you drill a hole with a drill first,
yeah,
and gives your saw blade someplace to go. So you got to have someplace to start your cut.
Oh.
So that's the start where you would cut. You drill a hole and use that for the saw blade to start.
I probably just like use a nail or something.
Yeah. So anyway,
because I'm not familiar with power tools yet.
So anyway, we'll try this. We'll get this back to the sander real quick, and then.
So with this multi-tool, I can use it in just about every area of my house.
Yeah.
Right? Where I'm fixing things.
Yep. That's good for all sorts of stuff. Okay, so that's nice and secure. Velcro attachment.
We should put on a new one.
That's good enough.
Okay.
Now, you want to demonstrate how to sand edges.
Yeah.
See, that's what she's sanding her cabinets down and using it to clean up these edges, which is what this thing is really good for on the sander, is you can get nice and flat along here and then also on the edge and clean these things up just lickety-split.
Yeah.
There you go.
So this is one that I have been, let me see if you can, okay, this edge would be a good one.
So this edge right here is all gooped up and stuff, still hasn't been sanded yet.
This side and that side.
Yeah, so.
But this, I have original cabinets to the house, right? And so I've used hardcore Jasco stripper on it, and I have sanded it with my random orbital sander.
Yep.
And so now
just need to do the edges.
yeah, so like I hope that you can see this.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so should I stand up?
Yeah.
Okay, so it feels in my hand like a heavy duty hair dryer. It's easy to hold, and I am not very strong at all, especially because I've got only one good shoulder. But it's easy to maneuver, and you can tell that when it's on, it's still okay for me. So, lay it down flat like this, right?
Yep.
Okay, and I just move it along like that. Nice and slow.
You want to use nice, long, smooth strokes when you're doing this.
Yeah, and you just feel it. Okay, so it's still a little bit rough. Just a good measure. Okay, so that's nice and smooth right now. Okay, and you see the difference in how this looks? Just for a couple minutes. Now, what I'm going to do now is something I hope I'm doing it right.
Yeah. So up on the edge.
Yeah, so you just hold it sideways like this. And you can just feel it with your hands.
Then, nice and smooth. Doesn't take very long.
See the difference of how this edge and then this edge for what it looked like, and so that took me just a couple minutes. Now,
Yep, that's
for
perfect.
you, did I do it?
Yeah, that's
Did
good.
I do it right?
Yep, it's all good. So, and that's a quick tutorial on what a oscillating multifunction tool is and how it goes and how to use it, some of the different bits. So yeah, they're a handy tool to have. You can do a lot of different things with them, and yeah, I think everybody should have one.
I agree. These things are magic.
Yeah.
And also you can pick up other accessories, like the different
the different cutter attachments.
Right.
I guess you'd call them attachments. And they make all sorts of different kind of attachments for specific tasks, and it'll say that on the package as to what it's used for. So yeah, these are all, and you can get these anywhere. This stuff right here came from Harbor Freight, but you can get them from Lowe's, Home Depot,
Ace.
Ace, any you can probably in their tool department. So
okay.
Yeah, you can pick up these anywhere. You can pick up these guys anywhere. But they're a good tool to have.
Thank you very much. And so concludes another of our tool series. Oh, yeah. This is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form.
By any of those companies mentioned before.
Yes, we're not being paid for this. This is just fun and selfish for me because I learn all the time from my wonderful brother.
So like, comment, and subscribe, and
hit the notification bell.
Hit the notification bell, and if you have anything that you would want us to check out, any tools or whatever that you have interested in, just go ahead and leave a note in the comments.
Yes, I've already had a couple of requests for things to do, and so we'll be posting those up soon. So yeah, if you have any questions about how to use a tool or what's best for what or anything of that nature, I'm probably not going to know, but my brother, Dan, is, and so...
Or we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Okay. Have fun.
Yep.
Thanks so much for spending your time here with us today.
Yep.
And have a great day.
Yeah.
Good luck on your projects.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.